You're listening to BQN. Assimilate the audio.
It's time to begin diving into the shared universe you never knew existed. This is the Macbat universe. Do you miss the golden era of 2D platformers? A time when reflexes had to be sharp and muscle memory was king. An age where pre-rendered environments made us feel like we had the next generation arrive on our current 16-bit consoles. If you are hoping to sip gently from the nostalgia fire hose without investing a lot of time or money, Beeny may be the bite-sized game for you. Released on Steam in October 2022 and developed by Ciactro, Beeny describes itself as a vertical 2D platformer featuring a round B in an early 90s pre-rendered environment. The creators of this game have a small library of titles that each take inspiration from 90s video games. I have been playing through all of them and can tell you that they have got a secret shared universe. Therefore, I intend to review them all as they invoke memories from my childhood, starting today with the rare flightless Apis mellifera, Beeny. The titular bee starts his day with Kiwi, a New Zealand native who is looking to build a raft for reasons unknown. Kiwi has been gifted planks by Macbat. However, Kiwi also requires a special adhesive to bring them together. So of course, Kiwi asks Beeny to roll his way through the forest to bring back some of that special honey. This pivotal moment kickstarts what I am calling Ciactro's Macbat universe. Because having played through all the games in this universe that feature the characters Beeny, Kiwi, and Macbat, it seems that Macbat is probably the one ring to rule them all. Beeny was just a catalyst providing the bee semen needed to bind everything together. In terms of the story of Beeny, I do find myself questioning Kiwi's choice of honey courier. Beeny is far from being in the best physical shape by bee standards. He also cannot fly. He just rolls and jumps his way through all 10 levels in an unchallenging adventure that will kill about 30 minutes, if you're lucky. But hey, who am I to question the wisdom of the great Kiwi? New Zealanders have always seemed to me like they have the world figured out, especially when you consider that they invented zorbing, jogging, bungee jumping, and jetpacks. But this is Beeny's time to shine, so I digress. The gameplay in Beeny is simple. Make your way to the beehive at the end of each level. This is achieved by rolling and jumping up 10 vertical levels whilst dodging the occasional obstacle. This is about all there is to say on the gameplay, but since this is meant to be a review, I'll pad it out a little tiny bit. The levels are about as challenging as getting up to pee in the middle of the night. You know you need to do it, but you will procrastinate for about 10 minutes to stay warm in bed. Once you set off on your journey, there is no real danger. You can turn back and go to bed at any time. You might just piss yourself. Likewise in Beeny, obstacles don't kill you. You can't fall too far down the level as your bee friends catch you, and each level is over in a few short minutes. Each one is a slight variation on the other, set to different jungle motifs. Sometimes it's raining. Sometimes it's snowing. and sometimes it is medieval. In one level, I did get chased by some creepy ghost creatures. This created an enjoyable, if not brief, moment of tension. I would not say that the levels are not necessarily entertaining. They're just not memorable, even with the catchy music and Donkey Kong Country-inspired visuals. Now, I was not a Super Nintendo kid and therefore do not yearn for this visual style. Despite me asking for a big end console, my parents opted for a Sega Master System one Christmas. I assume that this was due to cost and a general desire to make me unhappy. So, I appreciate how well the look and feel of the Donkey Kong Country games has been captured here. It just does not trigger any happy memories for me. Just the bitter disappointment at having to play Alex Kidd instead of Mario. I did eventually make the jump when the N64 was released.
64. Power up, speed, back!
That is why Ciactro's other games interest me just a tiny little bit more than Beeny. So, I got really excited when there was a brief demo for the next game, Super Kiwi 64, at the end of Beeny. You see, once Beeny has jizzed all over Kiwi's raft, Kiwi is ready to go. He jumps aboard and heads towards a floating island in the sky, because why the hell not? Before long, a tornado of sorts carries him away to be greeted by a strange dog. Kiwi's new canine pal wants you to collect all the things in a shiny 3D environment, a la Banjo-Kazooie. Once you do, you are tempted to download Super Kiwi 64 and continue the adventure, further reinforcing my belief that the entire Beeny experience only serves to set up the larger shared universe. But back to Beeny. I did like the game's music. Lots of catchy bit tunes that wriggle their way into your ear if you listen to them enough. That is something you might do if you revisit each level to beat the secondary objective, which is beat the level within a specific time limit. There's no real reward for doing so, not even achievements on Steam as far as I can tell. So if you do not yearn for that kind of public praise, then sure, fill your boots, go ahead and try and beat the level twice. Beeny as a package is a charming project that is hard to recommend, but I don't necessarily want to shit all over either. It is very cheap and an okay way to kill half an hour. I don't think you can expect much more content than what it offers at the low price of $1.50. It would be great to have some Steam achievements added to provide more value. Also, I would love to see the developer bundle this with the rest of their 90s inspired games. That would make for a more complete package. Beeny is available on a few different platforms. I got it for $1.50 on Steam, and it has hidden gem potential. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to this YouTube channel. Make sure as well that you follow the Bargain Bin Gamer over on Instagram and X. You can also find me streaming games live over on Twitch from time to time as well by searching for the Bargain Bin Gamer, Gaymer. Remember, the Bargain Bin Gamer is the YouTube show, Twitch channel, and podcast where I play the cheapest and shittest games out there so that you don't have to. It is part of a much larger network of podcasts called the BQN. You can support this and other BQN programs by signing up to be a patron over at patreon.com/BQN. If there are any Bargain Bin games out there you think I should be playing, please leave a comment below. Until next time, au revoir.
Double T Media.